Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Oh, I love my stubbies. I do. I love my honeybees, each and every one. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Sunday. Hope you're staying safe and clean and healthy. I hope everyone that you know is safe and clean and healthy. Okay, and it remains so. Listen, one of my stubbies, see the God, I can't think of it. She in my DMs. You know who you are, wanted me to perhaps review or check out Love Goals, which is on OWN. And it's one of those like couple therapy shows. So I was just like, what is it? I thought it was going to be like Love in Huntsville, which I really kind of missed out on. But I don't mind the fact that I didn't do Love in Huntsville because I'm not married. And my perspective just comes from a very single, independent place. Like, I'm okay and everything with couples and all that. I just don't, I don't know, man. Like, living with a dude, I ain't never really did that. Being with somebody 24/7, I ain't never really did that like that. So, especially like in a covenant situation, you know what I'm saying? A contractual type situation, like lock, stock, and barrel tied in. I ain't never really did that. I have been in long-term situations, but, yeah. So, anyway, I thought it was going to be like that. But it's one of these couple therapy shows, and this is the first episode. From what I can see, there's only 2 episodes. I really shouldn't have got involved with this. I really do. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this regularly. Like, I might have to every weekend catch up and, like, drop a review for it. I don't know. I'm just hoping, you know, because I tend to lose interest, especially when things become repetitive. But the therapist on this show is a black woman named Spirit, who has, you know, countless of degrees and certificates and experience. She's also a wife and a mom of 7 children. She is a part of a blended family. She's got a bevy of experience in a lot of these different subjects. So she's been the girlfriend, she's been the fiance, she's been the wife, and mom, and just helping balancing out. I'm sure as accomplished as she is, probably her mate is very accomplished as well, which, you know, maybe you guys have businesses, maybe you guys are building wealth for your family and raising your children and helping them on their journey. It's more than a notion. You have to bring something to the table when you're in an operation that's this massive. So my hat's off to Spirit, the counselor, right? The therapist. Now let's talk about who the couples are. Now we're not gonna go scene by scene. We can't do all that because it's so much. When you're dealing with people, emotional situations and arguments and things of that nature, you can get bogged down in the minutia of the details. These couples have gotten bogged down in the minutia, some of them, in the details, you know what I mean? And they on that spiral, they on that downward spiral where they going over and over. They eat it, they swallow it, they throw it up, they eat it again, they swallow it, they throw it up, they eat it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's constant, right? So, case in point, we meet the couples. The first couple is Teresa and Bo. I'm not really sure his last name, but both of their last name Bo. Her husband, they dated. She's a beautiful chocolate girl. She's really, really beautiful. I can tell that she's had some maintenance work done, but it has been beautifully done. Her teeth are beautiful. Her body is beautiful. Her breasts are not too and not too. You know what I'm saying? They like, ugh. But they just right on point. They just, it's like the sun and the moon, the stars, like boom, just what is it that you need? I'm here, bounty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a beautiful girl. Beautiful, beautiful skin. Beautiful, beautiful face, features. demeanor. She's got a very calm, seems like, attitude so far. First episode, you know what I mean? She kind of even keeled. She seems like she might be fair. You know what I'm saying? Or if she's none of these things, the presentation that she gives is very elegant. It's very, very elegant. Like, like even if you wasn't brought up like this, what you've done with the money that you've earned and how you eked your way out in this world, as well as your boyfriend who was a linebacker or something for a team for 10 years, and then he retired and went into music, and now he doing music full time. He's a rapper. Whatever he brought to the table, you parlayed that joker. You parlayed that joker. They got 2 kids. One kid they had before, I believe the son before they got married, and then they had the little girl after they got married. And really her issue is that he don't really seem like he have an issue with her. I mean, none of us really have a problem with her as of yet. Okay, I'm team Teresa. I mean, just in aesthetics alone, the girl is pulled together. All right. So, then you got Spinderella and her husband or fiance. They get married next year, and you know she dealing with all this fallout that she had with her group, Salt and Pepper. You know they fell out with Spinderella over a bevy of things. I don't know, but she very, very hurt. Now she engaged to this man that she been with for 6 years, and he's a comedian, and he also produces comedy shows. He seemed like at first he's a nice looking guy. He seems like he is a very, you know, happy-go-lucky type of individual. She said out of her own mouth, he knows how to balance her out. She can be very serious, and he knows how to appropriately make light of situations. At the same time, he feel like he dealing with, you know, having to just constantly meet her in this place because she's so upset about what happened between her and Salt and Pepper. All right, so she hasn't been like the most happiest, and he does mention some measure that she has to have a lot of control in a situation. So we're gonna talk about all that. A lot of times you find that people who are very comically light, you know, funny and happy-go-lucky, people who are more serious can feel like they not in it, you know, like that, like, you know, you're not taking things serious, but that's just their personality. It's about balance. Then we have Benzino and Althea. We know them from Love and Hip Hop. Now I know Benzino supposedly had this career, and when he had this hit song, I don't even remember the hit song. I probably need to hear it, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's Benzino. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, you know, I follow Benzino and Lil Zeno on Instagram, and them little cooking videos, I'm telling you, them little cooking videos is so cute. It is so cute. Like, it is beautiful. The little boy is just, I mean, you know, he's still in that stage where he can't really say words correctly. You know what I'm saying? He can't say L's and R's really correctly, so it come off in that real cute, kiddish way. Beautiful little boy. Beautiful smile, the whole nine. He's a good mix of Benzino and of Althea. Well, they've been off and on like this, I guess, 6 or 7 years. You know, they was on Love and Hip Hop, and there's a lot of stuff popping off. She says she slid into his DM. That's how she got on Love and Hip Hop. He says she did a couple of things to maybe extra to get on Love and Hip Hop, maybe to solidify it. I don't know. Then she got pregnant, and, you know, he asked her to marry him and all of that. They had this little boy, and it's been off and on, back and forth fighting and nipping at each other's heels ever since. Now, the first thing we notice when we get in the car, because there are couples all rode together in the car and kind of told their story or whatever. Oh, I know who I'm leaving out. I'm leaving out Sunday and Brienne, but we're going to talk about that. Anyway, I mean, Benzino and Althea, from what we saw of the clips, I think she said something like, I'm glad to be going to this house. This is when they first got in the car, just them and the driver and the camera. And maybe it was the cameraman too, I don't know. But she said, I'm glad to be going to this house. I can have somebody to talk to because he and I don't talk. Okay. And she said that, I'm assuming, to elicit a response. I forget what his response was, but kind of what stood out to me was just kind of how relentless she is. Man, they can't be silent. She can't pull nobody to the side and talk to them. Like, everything is right out there. Like, she don't let up. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it in a derogatory way, but you know, just metaphorically, she like a dog on a bone, man. Like, she just won't let up. He won't let up. The more she pushed, the more he tried to explain, and then it gets so vicious. He ended up saying, I mean, I don't know, something about he wished she would die. It was at her kind of behest, you know, just how it kind of turned and spiraled out. And so then she used that going forward, saying, this man just wished that I would die. So when they got ready they got there, the minute they got there, they noticed that he wasn't with her. First of all, they had to stop the car. They had to stop the goddamn car. He got out and called a friend of his and just kind of talked himself down. Now, one of the first things I noticed is Benzino looks so much older. He looks so much older. He kind of remind me, it used to be this cartoon, I think, on Adult Swim. I can't think of it, but they got a character on there where the head is kind of like, almost look like it's detached from the body. It almost look like he's wearing this mask of some sort. Like, he's got some serious strong facial features. Like, structurally, he's very broad. You know, it's like a mask. I don't know, it's like a mask or something. Anyway, you know, he got tattoos all over him. He's a fair-skinned gentleman. I'm not sure what his whole background is in terms of race or ethnicity, but you know, so he's like I said, a fair nature. He, you know, it's right there. Like, every bit is right there. Like, he's an older gentleman, but he gets out of this car and he's talking to his friend on the phone, and I mean, the way he's carrying himself, he's like an old Jewish man. Like, he's moping. He's in full mope. Like, what are you talking about? Like, for clap, like, Meshuggah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, he's like Yiddish. I don't know, man. Is Yiddish? Is it just the language? Is it a national? I don't know. I'm just saying, he's like an old Jewish man, the way he's walking, and it just progresses. Like, the more she gets at him, like, she just, every opportunity, like, she gets there, and he already got out the car and got back in. They get him there. They all go inside. All the couples is there, and they sitting down, and she's sitting by herself, and she just starts talking about him. You're talking about the situation, you know what I'm saying? Just explaining the situation, and just, you know, explaining her side. You know, that's a right fighter. Right fighters like to explain first, you know. Anyway, you know, he finally comes in and speaks, and, you know, he's just trying to mind his business, trying to stay on his own. Somebody asked him a question. He knows Spinderella personally. Okay, by this time, Sunday and Breon is there. Y'all know Sunday from Love and Hip Hop, from Basketball Wives. That's the one that Drea punched in the face, and she had a black eye. Well, she been on several shows. Evidently, she had a relationship before. She was on a therapy show, like couples therapy or something like that. Now she on this Love Goals. She say she do real estate, but also she do a lot of, like, I don't know, ads and press and promotion and that type of thing. You know, this dude she with, it was formerly in college football, and like now he's a financial consultant or investor or banker or something like that. They there because he a womanizer, and it's clear to me that Sunday is older than this cat. And I'm not sure why she trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Like, I'm not saying older women and younger men can't be together or vice versa. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, he got to be all in. Like, if he still haven't sold them oats, he may not be able to be all in with you. Like every dude don't have to do that, but a good majority of young men need to sow them oats and get out there and get more seasoned. But she ain't got that kind of time on her hands. She need him to grow up now, and I just don't know if he willing to do that. Also, Sunday got a little issue. She tried to make it seem like when she come in the house, like, oh Lord, Benzino and Althea, because she had this history with, he said they slept together. It wasn't true at all. They never slept together. She don't know if she could talk to him, but she do spend a good portion of this episode kind of running behind Benzino, trying to fix Benzino and Althea. You there for you, boo. You there for you. You not there for Benzino and Althea. If you trying to prove you ain't got nothing with Benzino like that, like, what is we doing? What is you doing? You one thing in the confession, and you another thing right here in person. Like, I came with you. I came with you, Sunday. I need to just get my mind right with Sunday. Anyway, they get ready to pick a room. Spirit come in and she talked to him, and it's a moment for Benzino, because they've been fighting this whole time. Like, all the other couples are trying to help them figure it out and all of that. They go to get everybody their room. They take Benzino Althea to their room, and what? She don't want to be in the room with him, which is fine. I'm not really sure why they wasn't planning for that. Like, why isn't there an alternate space in this big A house where somebody could lay their head and not be on the couch? Like, it's over dramatized, the fact that they couldn't find him another space and he ended up on the couch. Like, he on the couch literally in his shoes, the shoes he came in. Nah. Not unless I drove up the road, but if I flew somewhere, no, I need a shower. I need a bath. Like, I need a room. What is we doing? Okay, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of it is maybe for dramatics. But anyway, I come from the room situation. They trying to figure that out, all the couples back together, and Althea dragging him again. I mean, he walk up on the situation and he's like, please don't drag me to these people. Like, don't do that. I could feel what he was saying. I could feel the way she was pushing him. Like, I'm not taking up for him. I'm not taking up for her. I'm sure some of the things he said in the car, he said, I shouldn't have even said that. Like, I shouldn't have even said that. At the same time, I mean, she is relentless. I'm not saying she not justified, but listen, you could be saying the right thing at the wrong time and it still be the wrong thing. Like, it ain't good. It ain't good, man. I'm just saying, from a female perspective, it's not good to ride a man like that, to ride him. Like, it's the gift and the curse. It's the gift and the curse. Like, that same thing you relentless and go get and you about your business, it can be the same thing that could tear a man down. Like, he ended up breaking down crying. Like, stop it, please stop. I mean, she got a point to prove, and she's got all of that. All of her grievances are on instant replay, man. Instant replay. Like, to others, if somebody ring the doorbell and make a delivery, she letting them know about what's going on. It's no way in the world she ain't talking to the little boy about it. Dude, she told everybody, cameraman, the people that's cooking in the house, like, everybody can get a little piece of this information, a little piece of this verbal work I got for him. I feel every piece of it. Shout out to Tony Baker, comedy, right? So, yeah, the situation just kind of blows up. Now, it climaxes when Spirit brings all the couples together and sit them down and kind of talk to Benzino and Althea about the fact that they monopolize everybody else's moment in the house, the opportunity to talk and get to know one another. Like, it was all about them. And just gives them some word of wisdom. I'm interested in seeing a little bit more of Dr. Spirit. I just want to see how she approaches situations, how balanced she is. I'm not as intrigued with the couples as of yet. I will say Teresa and Bo, like I said, they're a beautiful couple. He's a very handsome man. Their issue is that he bringing all of his, you know, when he was in football, he had people from hood boys he ran with, dudes he ran with. And then we got in the music industry, like his crew grew, and they always at their house. Like they can't be in their house by themselves. Like somebody always there, living there, sleeping there, hanging out there, partying there. Maybe the studio is there, the whole nine. And evidently she got an issue with that. Like I said, he don't really seem like he got an issue with her. He seemed like he just kind of casually trying to defend it, not knowing how serious the situation is, because she is still really all in for him. But he don't know just how fed up she is with the fact that she married to him and all of his crew. And I ain't mad at her, because if I had a young boy and a young daughter, a young girl, you got all these dudes hanging around, like your girl's not with that. I mean, everybody cool, everybody copacetic. I ain't heard nothing, I ain't seen nothing, but I don't know. I don't know. All these dudes is not finna be in my house if I was a dude with my woman and my young children. No. I don't know if you got to build a place out back. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the answer is, but we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm just saying that. And I'm not just saying that because she is beautiful and flawless. Althea and Benzino, man. Althea, didn't you go to Ryan and E. Young and have her try to fix your life? Didn't you do that? I'm talking about relentless, baby. She broke him down to the lowest common denominator, like just annihilated him in and out of his presence. Like, it's crazy. And then the conversation he was having with Spinderella, because they know each other outside of this. They was playing pool, waiting for their room assignments. The conversation he was having with her about Althea was so loving. And like, maybe this is part of him being a master manipulator. I don't know. But it came across like very calm and very loving. Like, but when he with her is this place, when he was like, come on, why would you come on? Wait, what are you talking about? Like, mashugana, like for clout. Like he for clout. I mean, just like this whiny, wrinkly, shrunken in, kind of curmudgeon-y type. I mean, like, God, dog. They don't bring the best out in each other at all. This Sunday and Breon thing, like, first of all, that name, Breon. Okay, let's just do this. It's Brian. Let's just talk about it. But anyway, you know that boy too young. You know that boy ain't finna settle down with you and marry you and do no garden in the background. Like, you know that's not gonna happen. Come on, girl. Get your mind right. Let's move forward. Let's all move forward. Okay, let's all move forward. Spinderella, I'm not really sure. She seemed like more like counselor to others, but I'm not really sure. I need to watch a little bit more. Have y'all seen Love Goes? Tell me what you think. If you've not seen it, just check out the first episode. I still got to watch the second episode, and then I'm going to do a quick review for that. I got to figure out when it come on, like the whole thing. I can't believe I let my honeybees pull me into this. But y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all have seen the show, if you haven't seen the show, just check out the first episode. Come back, check me out, and put a comment down below. I'm excited about Dr. Spirit. Like, she seemed like she about that business, and she is a beautiful woman as well. Plus, they got like 2 RAs, like resident assistant, like housemates that's also in the therapy field, that's there to talk. They got a man and a woman. Like, I'm feeling this show. I'm feeling how it was done. I'm gonna give it a chance, and we're gonna see. Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.